This part of Benefit Street is known as the Mile of History for all the colonial homes that are built here. As you can see when walking down the roads, I'll show you, they were all made of cobblestone. Providence started really booming when all the merchants started coming here and setting up shop. That's kind of what set everything off, especially Benefit Street. We'll show you guys the front end of this house now. Absolutely gorgeous part of Providence if you've never been here. In the historic east side of Providence lies the Mile of History, which is Benefit Street, still adorned with gas-style street lamps up and down both sides of the street, bringing you back in time with its beautiful colonial and Victorian-style homes. You can definitely say it's also historically haunted. Rhode Island is rich with incredible history, but not all stories have happy endings. There's been an array of tragic events leaving its footprints on the ocean state for decades, from tales of haunted mansions, vampires, ghosts, witches, and those who fell in war. We are even home to one of the most famous, the Conjuring House. We are coming up on the Nightingale Brown House. It was built in 1792, and it's now an extension of Brown University. It is gorgeous, as you can see, but it's also known for spirits. The staffs have witnessed ghostly figures around the building, unknown and creepy voices, as well as lights coming on and off. This house is on Benefit Street, and Benefit Street is known to be one of the most haunted streets in the United States. It is also the longest strip of colonial homes in the United States. What was that? What's that? That's part of the house. That's a garage. What is that?
What do you think? I don't know.
Or something.
I don't know. It's weird.
It's cool. It's interesting. But what it's in there?
It's all offices now for Brown, I guess.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, what does it look like in there? This is weird, no?
Yeah, it's
A whole section of the building, or was it? Because it's original, right?
Yeah, this is old. Yeah, you can tell it's old. It's huge. Yeah, it's a serious house.
I can see in there, but you guys can't see in there. Anyway, this part is cool. I'm curious what it was. Maybe if I'll look into it further and see what this was. This part of Benefit Street is known as the Mile of History for all the colonial homes that are built here. As you can see when walking down the roads, I'll show you, they were all made of cobblestone. Providence started really booming when all the merchants started coming here and setting up shop. That's kind of what set everything off, especially Benefit Street. I cover a lot of New England history, and it's crazy to see how all the stories tie together. Roger Williams founded Providence during the King Philip's War, which is a story I've been working on right now. Benefit Street began in the 1750s. Its name was actually Back Street, and it was predominantly a very religious area. They changed the name back to Benefit Street to accommodate more living space for the affluent seeking a place to call home. This is when the plans to widen the road began. Now, as you're walking down this gorgeous street, because it really is a very pretty walk, you would never imagine what you're actually walking over, which is really a big giant graveyard, because there were homes before these homes, of course, and a lot of people would use this area to bury their families. So every family would have a burial plot for their own house, for their family members. So then when they had to fix the street that was very crooked in the 1700s to put up new homes, they redid the road and they found all of the graves. So they took all these graves and they moved them to North Burial Ground, which I will take you to on another day, because for some crazy reason the gates are closed. So maybe that is why, or part of the reason why, Benefit Street is so haunted. Danielle's Smith House, 1750. For my Edgar Allan Poe fans, if you happen to be on Benefit Street and see an unknown figure wearing a top hat and using a walking stick, it just might be. Yeah. I like this house so far. It's cool. Red door, red door, red door, red door, bedroom. Crazy. I'm assuming this was maybe the servants' quarters. Just an assumption. Ooh, that one must be redoing that one. Huh. If you are a fan of H.P. Lovecraft, then this is the house for you, because he wrote an entire book on it called The Shunned House. This house was called the Shunned House because they basically considered it shunned by the community for the way that it was built, for its smell, for its creep factor, for a lot of things. The house was known for its really bad luck, as they would call it, around town. There was never a live birth ever in this home. Basically, the initial owners, the very first owners of this house, say that every child born here was born as stillborn, and even their older children in life ended up dying of different things. Lots of family members were dying, and the original owners couldn't take anymore, and they actually left and abandoned this house because the paranormal activity was that bad. I've read a good part of the book now doing my research, so it's really interesting. And if you are interested in hearing more of the haunted stories and how it was built and all the problems the townspeople say it had when it was built, then I would say to do your own research and to look into H.P. Lovecraft's The Shunned. 1989. This is really cute. I'm not sure. I don't know. Oh, I like the wall. It's so covered with ivy. The Old Court. That's that building across the street. This is cool. I'm gonna have to look into this, and I will let you guys know when I actually make this video what this was, because I know there's a part of this area, Benefit Street, with a haunted courtyard. I don't know if you would consider this a courtyard, but I don't think so. Anyway, this is so cute, and I love these stairs. I like quirky little simple things. This is so pretty back here. I love all the ivy. How cute. Yeah, it has a bad smell. It's so pretty over here, though. So this is just a public place. My little bunny. Hey, bunny. Hello, little bunny. If you guys see anything in the background of any of my videos, let me know, because it's a very haunted street. I can guarantee you, I've walked by plenty of properties that are haunted that I don't know are even haunted, because there's just so much history in New England. Oh, I peeped the Superman building. Haha. Look, I will zoom in. That's a whole nother weird story. They say the series of Superman was filmed there, but only the beginning. I don't know if that's true. It's just a theory. There's a lot of weird shit about that building. I'll tell you later. So another just interesting little tidbit, because I told you they're all over New England and here in Providence. It says Matilda Ciceretta Joyner Jones, the international celebrity soprano known as Black Patty, lived near the site at 7 Wheaton Street until her passing on June 24th, 1933.
Steel doors. That's so they couldn't kick it in and go get
Yeah, just like everything. Feel really cool though. It's like a castle.
Yeah, I told you. They didn't want the enemy.
So for the ghost stories on this street, there's been many. So there is a sighting of a 17th century horse-drawn carriage that just comes down the street and occasionally will stop at a house and appear to be waiting for the guests to come out and go into the carriage, and then it just drives away or it disappears into thin air. There have been many apparitions of people wearing old-fashioned clothes here. Edgar Allan Poe has been seen here. His ghost is often seen here. He was actually courting a woman that lived on this street who's now buried in North Burial Ground. And this is the Nathaniel Smith House, built in 1798. I'm going to tell you guys something. I go on feels a lot, mainly on feels really, and then I use equipment when I'm doing actual investigations to just prove my claims, I guess, or what I'm feeling or seeing. But this street is heavy. I mean, it's a complete recipe for why it is, but it's just a very creepy street, very heavy. Like we did a Native American burial ground about a week ago and I felt nothing. This is the John Howland House, 1784. It's getting dark now. Maybe we'll see some apparitions in the streets.
There he is.
It's definitely such a heavy street. It is. It really is. It's kind of crazy because it's a Right down here is where an art student at RISD fell in love with her professor, and when he denied her, she threw herself out of the building. And I'm assuming it's maybe that. I don't know if it's that big building or if it's one of these buildings. I will try to research it again, and when I edit my video, I'll let you guys know. But I know it's wicked cool, huh? Wonder what, is this old?
It's old, but it looks like they might have had students like do something to it.
Yeah, maybe do. That's true. Oh, there's like dragons. Oh, that's so cool. I wish you guys could see it, but that light's glaring. Anyway, I don't know where. How old is that building? I don't know where somebody would throw themselves out.
You can throw yourself off the roof, the top floor.
I guess. Yeah. I'm not even trying to be dramatic about that, but all I know is one of these buildings back here is where the RISD student threw herself out of a window. Basically brokenhearted.
And then
So another one of the apparitions that they've seen here is of a woman. She appears to be coming out of one of these colonial homes, and then she's very confused and looks frightened. She runs out of the home, and they say she'll just run down the street, maybe look at you, and then disappear, or even that she literally goes through like the house and then vanishes. So there's been a lot of apparitions seen on this street, but like I said, there's so much history, and beyond the history, it's also built on a graveyard. So, yeah.